So we're playing here, and then I need to share my screen. And present. Oops, and I went the wrong way. Here we go.
Perfect. All right. I know some of you, I don't know Megan, so welcome Megan. And then we're going to be recording this because there are others that are interested in kind of what we do. And also like how we found success and kind of my passion, but also Gabe and Caitlin will jump in. Stan can jump in a little bit. But what is a boot camp? What are we doing that is giving us results that is something different than what I've done in the past? I mean, I used to be a gym goer, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So, Gabe, if you want to go to the next slide, you can. But kind of, we run boot camps online. They're accountability groups on Facebook, and it's just for accountability and support. I love being a part of a team. So just being surrounded by individuals that are driven, that have high energy, being able to connect with others is my daily motivation. We have a Netflix of workouts. So there's literally 700 plus online workouts that you can choose from. If you're feeling yoga, you're feeling something you want to get sweat in, 20 minutes, high intensity, low intensity. Each workout has a meal plan that comes with it to suggest what you should be eating. There's recipes involved. We share recipes all together. Daily motivation, we're posting all together every day. Check-ins, we check in every day with each other, but also every week your coach would check in with you, just a team atmosphere. Something that we've recently started doing almost daily is a virtual gym. So we just have a live Zoom session like this, and I can go on and see Gabe, and I see my sister every day. We plan our workouts together, so actually somebody's there to push me instead of me working against myself. And we're just all goal-oriented. So goal-oriented based off of what our physical goals are, mental, social, emotional, life, family, faith. We include a lot of faith into it too. So a lot of variety in what our boot camps are.
Okay, so how, like, our boot camps are different than other people's boot camps, how you can find success in our boot camp in October. And the first one is to take the risk and give it a try, and get outside your comfort zone. I know, like, when I first started these workouts, first I was like, this whole online workout thing is not going to work for me. It's not right. But, you know, I was pushed by my boyfriend and just basically by time constraints that I didn't have time to go to the gym and work out and do those different things. So I was pushed outside my comfort zone, and I tried these workouts, and I was pleasantly surprised. You also want to surround yourself with the right support group. And I'm a strong believer that you need to find a group of people who you can personally connect with, and that helps to keep you motivated. That keeps you going. A lot of people decide to start some type of physical fitness or some kind of nutrition plan or a healthy lifestyle, and they fall off the wagon because they haven't found the right support group for them. And that's where, like, in our team and our group of people who we work out with, who we like build up, I really think, like, I've personally found the right support group. And I think that if you take a shot, jump outside your comfort zone, you know, this group of ladies, and we even have men in our group, are awesome and amazing, and they will lift you up and they will keep you coming back the next day. So the other thing that we really ask for when you are in our boot camps is that you are participating, and participation looks a little bit different for every single person. It depends a lot on what your personal goals are, but we ask that you participate in fitness, your nutrition, building up your mindset, and also interacting with us on either our app groups or our virtual groups online. So we do a little mixture, and we find what is best for you. We ask that you take a step in the direction of following a nutrition plan. I have found that a lot of people are like, all right, I'm ready to start this working out type thing. And then they're like, oh, nutrition. that's a little scary. But we ask that you take that step and you follow a nutrition plan, because we all are we're strong believers that in order to get the best results, in order to most likely get the results that you really want, you've got to combine your fitness, your nutrition, and your mindset all together. So we help you decide on which workout plan and which nutrition plan you are going to follow. We have a lot of expertise within our groups. We also are strong believers in moderation and not deprivation. A lot of different meal plans, a lot of different exercise plans, different things that people do, they go to the extreme and they deprive you of certain things, or they really ask you to do a lot. We are all busy people. Caitlin's a student, an active student. Kayla is a full-time track and field and cross-country coach. I'm a teacher and was a student at the same time while I was doing this, and that's why I found this. But we do a lot of what can we get done that's effective in a certain amount of time, and then we also don't deprive ourselves from fun and exciting things that we want to do. And a lot of times that includes having ice cream. I think Caitlin and Kayla and I are all huge ice cream fans, so we're gonna have ice cream. We're not gonna have it every night, but we're gonna eat it, and it's not frowned upon. We don't have that guilt that I know some people feel when they are following a healthy lifestyle, or what they think is a healthy lifestyle. So again, we fuel our mind, body, and soul. We prioritize ourselves, and we are a lot of the people in our groups are givers to other people, and our team are full of people who want to fulfill other people, and we often forget that we need to fill ourselves first. And when we fill up ourselves, we take care of ourselves first, we can give more to other people. So we're often reminding each other, all right, you look like you need to take care of yourself. Are you getting enough rest? Are you getting enough fuel? Are you eating enough? Are you following your workout plan? We constantly remind each other of that, because we get it. We get that it's hard.
Yeah, so workouts for you, like Gabe was just saying, they're a Netflix of workouts. I mean, literally you log in and you're scrolling through Netflix. You can choose intensity, you can choose how much time you have. I'm so busy that I might only have 20 minutes in the morning. So I'm going to 20-minute workouts. That's where I'm going. It's available 24/7. You can take it anywhere. If you have Wi-Fi, you have it anywhere, or otherwise you can download the workouts. So Gabe and I travel a lot. So if I'm going to the mountains and get a camp, I can literally have it on my phone. I download the workout, I take it out there, I can do a 20-minute body weight workout. Modifications for all. I have different shapes, sizes, weights, goals, athletes, non-athletes, teachers, all ages in our group, genders and stuff. So there are modifications for whatever your body can withstand. I'm a ex-runner. Gabe's an ex-runner. We couldn't take that pounding on the pavement every single day. So now we're doing these workouts as an alternative and can run a couple times a week if we want. They fit into your goals. Like I said, strength, flexibility, cardio. There are dance programs if you're into that. Just find what you love and we'll help you find that. So anywhere they range from 10 to 60 minutes. So yeah.
So there's a new program that is, well, it's not a new program. It's an old program that they're putting a refresher on it. They're adding a few different workouts to it. And I'm super pumped for it. I have done this program, and this program is a 3-week program, or it can be a 3 to 4 week program depending on how intense you want to go. And the workouts are every other cardio agility type workout. So I'm an ex-athlete and I work with high school athletes, and this program was one that I definitely suggested to some of my high school athletes, oh, we're not in track season anymore, but I want to stay in shape, coach. This was the program that I sent to them, and I was like, you need to try this because your cardio days, which I hate the word cardio, your cardio days are agility based days, and they break down your agility into shorter sections. So it's more of a HIIT workout. And then on the opposite day, you do a lifting workout. So it's HIIT, lifting, HIIT/cardio, agility, lifting, HIIT/cardio, agility, lifting. So you do that for 6 days. And then you repeat it and you repeat it. But the first time you do it for 25 minutes, then you do it for 35, then you do it to 45. And then if you want to go to the next step, there is a 50 to 55 minute one as well. And the great thing about this program is that it combines a different type of nutrition program, and it slowly, just how the workouts slowly get more intense, it increases your protein intake, and it increases your vegetable carbohydrate intake, and it decreases your fruit and your carbohydrates, and it gives you it's a great stepping stone to get over a plateau. If you've had a plateau in your nutrition or in your fitness, it totally takes you over the plateau. So I go through, like, my fitness level stays pretty like level, but sometimes, especially at this time of year when I get a little more stressed out with school, I hit a little bit, my weight goes up just a tad. I go to this program and I go to this nutrition plan and I do the 45, 55 workout program. And the amazing thing, last year when I did this before a wedding, I lost 6 pounds. And now 6 pounds in 4 weeks was amazing for me, and it totally toned me and slimmed me down, which was amazing. So I am like ready to jump into this workout program as soon as it's released and give it another shot and just follow that nutrition plan to a T. And gosh, it gets results. My mom was at a plateau, and now my mom is 66 years old now, but she hit a plateau in her nutrition. And I was like, Mom, here's what you got to do. My mom's not at the level where this program was right for her as far as fitness wise, but the nutrition part of this program, I gave it to my well, she was 65 then, my 65-year-old mother, and she followed it, and it took her out of her plateau as well. You can't live in the final week of this nutrition program, but it definitely can help you get out of that plateau. So I'm thrilled for it.
Yes, I'm excited. The one that I've been doing, well, us three, Gabe, and also Sam's doing right now, Lift 4. So it is really good for somebody that's really busy. It's only 4 days a week, gives you 3 rest days, and they range from 30 to 39-minute workouts. So I can start at 5 a.m., be done by 5:35. Showered by 6 and off to work or whatever you're going to do. I mean, that's what my day looks like. And it's really brought me to another level. I did 80-day obsession before that. I loved it. It's just that was 6 days a week, and that was a lot if you're in a busy schedule. So this is really ideal for anybody who has that busy schedule. It's for 8 weeks, a new workout every single time. So it's not like you're repeating the same workout every week. So the results have been outrageous, and
Incredible.
Changed our lives, and it's something that I'm really passionate about and really excited to go through our results here and kind of how we got there, the nutrition that came with it, and just talk through our past experience of this past, I guess, workout plan that we're doing before we jump in the shift shop. So.
All right, so when we did Lift 4, we followed a container guide, and the containers are portion control containers, which has been truly ideal for me. I never really ate unhealthy. I just ate a lot of healthy foods, and coming off of a collegiate career, that's where my struggle was. My struggle was in the nutrition aspect because I was just eating too much, because prior to my teaching career, I wasn't I had to fuel my body differently, and I just didn't change that. So it's important that if you are trying to tone up your body or gain weight loss, 80% of that, 70-80% is based on nutrition. This is a simple plan to follow. We also have knowledge, and we've all followed some time nutrition. So that's combining certain macronutrients together in order to get the ultimate energy that you need in order to perform in your workouts, in order to perform in your daily life. So we can also help you if you want to follow a time nutrition plan. But we look at nutrient dense foods that are whole foods. We look at getting it might seem like it's more food for you, but you're not eating the processed food, you're eating whole foods. It increases your metabolism, and it helps with your overall, and we focus on hydration. So we try to get everyone in our groups to consume enough water so that they have the energy and they're not tired and they're not looking for food to fuel them instead of just drinking their water.
Yes, and something that I jumped into after being a college athlete also is Energize, and that is, there's so many different supplements out on the shelves anywhere. So kind of Energize is what I take before my workout. It is all natural. I included the key ingredients there, so you guys look through it. The caffeine from green tea, obviously, low dose. It's very comparable to 1 cup of coffee. I do not get the jitters. I've heard other pre-workouts do that. It just sharpens my focus. It gets me going right away, and also it helps me get through effective workouts right away. I don't want to go into a workout half sloppy at 5 a.m. and then only get about 10 minutes quality, and I want the full 20, 30-minute quality workout. So the next slide will show, I had somebody ask me about, okay, you take something before you work out. What is the difference between C4 and Energize? C4 is a very common pre-workout that's on the shelves in GNC. And I did a little research, and you'll see here, just like looking at what the ingredients are in there. C4 has 24 ingredients plus natural and artificial flavors and a lot of sugar, artificial sweeteners. And you look down on Energize, only 12 ingredients, less ingredients. It's cleaner. Look who they're created by. You can't even find that in C4 and Energize. You can read through that without, it's MD doctors, sports performance doctors and nutritionists that created this. And then you can look down at the price. It's very, very similar. So I've found Energize to be really, really helpful in my results.
Yes, and I will echo that I love Energize. It is like my tired teacher juice. My boyfriend is a baseball player, and he uses it through his baseball competitions. His baseball competitions. He even chooses to use the Energize instead of a cup of coffee at work at times, because it has caffeine in it, a low dose of caffeine, and he knows it's better for him than the actual coffee and better for his teeth. The other supplement that we take is called Recover, but it is a post-workout protein that we take, and it has natural ingredients in it, and the purpose of us taking this is so that our muscles can recover and be ready to rock and roll the next day. Too often, especially when you're jumping into a new workout routine, you hopefully are getting sore because you're working hard enough, so you're getting sore, and sometimes your muscles just don't have that time to recover. Another great thing about that Lift 4 program, and even that shift shop going back and forth between lifting and cardio, is you're working different muscle groups so your muscles can recover fully. But this post-workout formula definitely helps our muscles recover, because when you work out, you have little muscle tears in your fibers of your muscles, and you break them down. So this helps to build them back up. This one has about 20 grams of protein, and there are fast, intermediate, and slow-release proteins. So you'll get protein to your muscles right away when you take this, but it also will continue to feed you protein in different increments throughout the day, which helps you to not feel so drained, and it also helps your muscles be ready for tomorrow's workout. The other shake that we drink, which Let me just tell you that the reason that I take the pre-workout and the post-workout is because I want to get the most out of my workouts. That's the bottom line. And then the bottom line why I take this nutrient-dense shake here that I often call my superfoods is I take this because it's full of micronutrients. And when we eat our whole foods, we're getting our macronutrients. So a lot of us are getting our protein, our carbohydrates, our fats, we're getting our water. But a lot of us don't get all the essential vitamins and minerals in the foods that we consume. We can try, and even when you eat the healthiest, you still can't get all those micronutrients. And I describe it to my middle schoolers, because that's what I teach, nutrition to middle schoolers. So I describe it like a relay team. And if you have, you have your 6 essential nutrients, and vitamins and minerals are part of that, and they're your micronutrients. But if you don't have one of the legs of your relay team, so if we pull out and we're not getting all the vitamins and minerals that we need in our body in order to be the most effective, then the other 2 legs of our relay team, or the other 4 legs of our relay team, our fats or carbohydrates, they now have to work harder in order to get the baton around the track. And if they're working harder, then they can't work at the very best of their ability. They can't run the fastest that they want to, or they can't perform the jobs that they're essentially made to do at the best way that they can if they're not getting their micronutrients. So I choose to take this shake, which is it's 100% natural. It includes my micronutrients. It includes my phytonutrients. It includes probiotics and prebiotics, and that helps with digestion. And I can get super nerdy on you here and spend like hours talking about it, but your probiotics need your prebiotics. So a lot of people consume a probiotic, but they don't consume a prebiotic. And if you don't have a prebiotic for your probiotic to eat, the prebiotic is the food for the probiotic. So you're not getting the benefits, the ultimate benefits of your probiotic through your digestive system. There are also adaptogens, which many people don't have a clue what adaptogens are, but adaptogens help you manage stress. They also help you to adapt to stressful situations. So most of us live in a society where we're combated daily with stressors, and your adaptogens, consuming those, will help you manage those stressful situations better. And there is a small amount of protein in this, about 16 to 17 grams, depending on the flavor, and there are vegan and whey protein, so plant and whey proteins. This is the part I'm excited for, sorry.
So we're going to go into the personal Lift 4 results. So we went through this program for 8 weeks the first time through, and then we created this PowerPoint, and we are currently on our 2nd round through. So after this week, I believe we are halfway through the 2nd round. So if we go to the next slide, I believe Caitlin is up first. So Caitlin.
Okay. So I'm Caitlin. I'm Kayla's sister. I started Beachbody about 12 weeks ago. So I literally started with Lift 4 and have continued to do that program again. Just kind of a little background. Before, Kayla kept like bothering me to like kind of get me into this, and she knew I kind of needed it in my life, but I kept just throwing excuses at her that I was too busy and didn't have enough time and no money, and just kept throwing excuses at her. And also, like, I think one of my biggest excuses is that I thought I like might fail at it or not be good at it. Long story short, towards the end of last year, I put on some pounds and was very unhealthy, not in a routine, exhausted all the time. I was just unhealthy. So in July, I kind of took a leap of faith and joined Beachbody, and kind of overcame the fears and excuses that I had. This program has like done amazing things for me. So here on the screen, I have some points that I'm gonna talk about. So first, I just have way more energy. I never thought I would be up between 4:30 and 5:30 every day, getting my workout in, but now that's kind of my routine. Having my Energize gets me going in the morning and then just having my superfoods and eating right. It's just fueling my body, and it makes me feel like really good and energized, which leads me to, I think it's kind of crazy that I have more pockets of time throughout the day that I never knew I had. So one of my fears was that I was going to be too busy, but this program has kind of taught me how to like time manage and organize. So I did a little math to put some things into perspective for you guys. So me as a college student, I have class about 18 hours a week. I work 20 hours a week. I figured about 15 hours of homework a week, and then sleeping 8 hours a night is about 56 hours a week. So that totals up to about 109 hours, and there's 168 hours in a week. So I have 59 hours to do about anything that I would like. And then kind of figuring into that, Lift 4 is only a commitment of 2 hours a week. So I still have 57 hours to do absolutely anything that I like. So, and also I was kind of talking to my brother before too, like, even if you're doing a workout every single day for the max amount of time for an hour, that's only 7 hours a week. So you have over 50 hours a week. So just kind of getting at that, we have so many pockets of time that we just, I didn't even realize. And also it's just like save me time. I used to go to the gym, so I'd have to walk there, and then I never knew how long my workouts were going to be, because sometimes like I don't get through the sets fast enough, and I've just enjoyed having like a structured set time. I always know like my workout's going to be 31 minutes today, so I can just kind of plan around that. Kind of going into happiness and confidence. Like I said, I'm not tired. I'm in a good mood. Starts my day off right, getting my workout in. Kind of with confidence booster. So I'm in my 12th week of Beachbody and Lift 4. Altogether, I've lost about 15 pounds and around 10 inches. So that's pretty exciting. It's made me realize I love going shopping in my own closet. Even the other day, I pulled out these pair of leggings that I ordered last year, but I didn't even fit into them when I ordered them, and then I wore them to class the other day. So that's just gives me motivation and boosts me to keep doing what I'm doing and improving. And then I've also gained many friendships and accountability. I love the team aspect, the daily motivation and the support. I think it's awesome. We have people from all different time zones, and and everyone has all different jobs, and we're still able to come together and work on our healthy lifestyle together and have like towards the same goals. And then also with accountability, I love jumping on Zoom every morning with my sister. It just keeps me accountable, makes me get out of bed when my alarm goes off, even if I don't want to, because I know she's going to be there waiting for me. And then the last thing I want to talk about is just like how awesome the balance is. I know Kayla and Gabe kind of touched on this before, but we aren't perfect. Nobody's perfect. Some days you're going to overindulge in ice cream, or like tonight I came home and my mom had homemade chili, and you know, I shouldn't have probably had 2 bowls of chili, but it just tasted so good. And that's okay, because like that part is like built into our programs that we're able to do that. We're not going on crazy diets, or every day we're getting pieces of all the food groups and not just going starving. And also kind of just touching on before, like there's such flexibility with what you can do with Lift 4, because you have 3 rest days. And it's just awesome that everything is about balance and moderation. You're not depriving your body from anything. And the program's just been awesome.
That's great.
So she is my motivation, you know, and I'm going to start out with probably 3 years ago, my mom started with Turbo Fire. And that's one of our programs on Beachbody On Demand. And a total of all three of us together, we've lost about 50 pounds altogether. So that's phenomenal, just to like think about that and how much these workouts have really impacted our families' lives. But going into my story, I'm a head college cross-country men and women, indoor and outdoor track men and women coach. So I don't have an off season until I might have a couple weeks off in the summer. So right now, I mean, I'm getting up at 4:30 a.m., doing my workout, going in the 6 a.m. practice, coming back, showering, maybe grabbing some food, and going in the work all day, coming home, calling recruits for 3-4 hours a night. So like this working out is my release. A little different than Caitlin's story, but I have a story where you can fit these workouts in wherever in your schedule, and getting the most out of my workout is key. I've always been an athlete, so my motivation wasn't really losing weight, but just toning up. I want to stay active. I want to be able to jump into workouts with my athletes. I want to be their motivation that, oh, my coach still got up this morning. I look at my Instagram, all my athletes are watching what I'm doing. They really, everybody around you watches what you do and are going to feed off of your energy. So I work out for my mental stability. I'm competitive, and I want to be a part of a team, and we're getting up and working out all together, and I'm not going to let people down. And if I didn't have that, then I'm doing it by myself. And that's really hard. It's so hard to do stuff by yourself. Time efficiency, results in 30 minutes a day, 4 times a week. Heck yes, I'll take that any day. Energy, that's phenomenal. Like to be able to just keep going, getting 7 hours of sleep a night. That's my goal. And then to be able to just go full bore into life, having this passion, being surrounded by really positive people, really does add to your life instead of drain you. And then lastly, I love to eat so much, so I need to work out. But also I love that our meal plan includes peanut butter, includes ice cream, and includes whatever you want to eat. Basically, it's just having it in those portion sizes and at certain times of the day that help get the results. Also on the bottom, you can see like that's Gabe, Caitlin, and I working out this last week. So we have that in our boot camps, and anybody's welcome to jump on. So Megan, is that something you do in the future? Like join us, like that'd be awesome. So
we love it.
Yeah, so we like having more people on there. It really pushes me to see somebody on there instead of me doing it myself. So that's kind of my story.
And we jump on and do the workout. So I, like in this video, I had just finished my workout and they were getting ready to get started. So, if you want a schedule, we're there to help you create that schedule, but it's also something that's flexible where like, you're like, oh, I can't make it. Like, there's no, like, don't feel guilty. Like, there's no perfection. It's an opportunity if it works out for you. Like someone else may jump on at like 5 p.m. and there's a group of people who work out at 5. So you just create a balance for you. So here's my results from Lift 4. I did not have intense weight loss with Lift 4. I lost 2 pounds, but I'm definitely at that point in my life that I want to maintain a lifestyle of health and fitness, and weight loss isn't my main goal. But with Lift 4, any of the different workouts that I've done, I have felt like increased energy. I got into these at-home workouts because very much like what Caitlin had touched upon is I didn't have time to do like 3 hours at the gym, because by the time I got there and the drive home and the workouts at the gym, I just didn't have the time for it. So I was very blessed that, at-home workouts had jumped into my life, were forced into my life by my boyfriend, because I was in a very like not good place mentally for myself. And that's when my boyfriend was like, Gabe, we've got to try something. So I was like, fine. I was at the point where running was not possible for me because I had an injury. So I was like, I'll give it a try. It's not going to work though. I promise you that. And I was wrong. He was right. But anyways, I got into this because it's time efficient. I originally, however, in my first 3 months of doing at-home workouts, I had lost, now I had gained some weight, but I had lost 19 pounds in the first 3 months of doing at-home workouts. And I have been able to maintain 2 years. I started at-home workouts in October, 3 years ago. And I have been able to maintain that weight loss. So that's a big deal. I actually pulled out my teacher ID cards that I get every single year, and I like laid them out on the desk, and I can physically see a difference in my facial structure on where my weight loss started and where it like happened. And where it's like, it was really cool for me to see that aspect. And people look at me and you've always been active, you've always been fit, your family's active and fit. And that is very true. But I needed something like this, something that I could do at home that was efficient and effective. The accountability is awesome. So I taught for probably 4 or 5 years before I started at-home workouts, and I was a gym goer. I had 3 gym memberships. It was just my lifestyle was health and fitness, totally 100%. But when I hit track season, which is like for me starts at the end of November, when I hit track season, my running stopped because it's cold, and now I'm coaching, and I was either going to the gym first thing in the morning at like 4 a.m., or I was trying to run when I got home and trying to lift weights, and I just couldn't maintain it. So most of the time, every single school year, from November to Christmas time, all the way until June, because that's when track season was over, my whole health and my fitness was very sporadic because I just couldn't maintain it. However, since I started the at-home workouts, I have been able to maintain constant workouts throughout the entire year, which is a complete blessing. I have gotten my mental and emotional strength back. The group of ladies on our team and men have I cannot even tell you how awesome and amazing it is. Like, people who were complete strangers to some extent have become some of my best friends. Like, I can't imagine not having these people in my life. And the positivity, we live in a society, I think, that really pushes negativity, and everyone's always complaining about something, but these women and these men are just uplifting and positive, and you're crazy. Like, you listen to these other people and you're like, who are you? So the community has been absolutely amazing for me personally, living in an area that I don't know a ton of people, transplanted here from Erie. So it's just been absolutely amazing. I love my virtual fitness family, and it helps me stay accountable.
And Gabe, I want to jump in here before we go to pricing.
Oh,
Either way, Sam, that's on this call right here, she still likes to go to the gym, and that's totally possible with this program. Sam, you want to say a word about that?
Sure. Yeah, I still, because we have a really good, I'm lucky and I'm in grad school right now, and so I have a really good student discount for the gym. And there's a whole group of us that always go to the gym and stuff, especially now I've started doing morning workouts. So I meet my boyfriend at the gym at 5:40 in the morning, which is completely new for me. But the great thing about this is sometimes we'll start a workout at 6 o'clock, and especially when I do the Lift 4 workouts, we're done by 6:45, and I can still make the school by 8. And living in Chicago, the whole public transport thing, added a whole new factor into my time every day. So being able to do more efficient workouts has been really nice. And my boyfriend was a little iffy about trying them with me sometimes, but every now and then I get him. Tomorrow we have planned to do the chest one, and so he's when he does them with me, he realizes that they're actually good workouts because he's used to doing the football lifting and stuff. So it's been fun introducing him to them and stuff too, and learning about it together. And I do it at the gym. I just pull the video up on my phone, and I don't mind not having music with the voiceover on the video. It still keeps me in tune to the workout and stuff, and almost distracts me even more. And the little reminders that he puts in there about your form and stuff, I catch myself doing it even though he's catching someone else in the video. So it's so nice even doing it at the gym. I don't mind having the video up at all.
Yeah, and I know there are some other, Josh, one of our other coaches, has taken the video to the gym, which is great. And Sam, I know my boyfriend has jumped on and done the workouts with me as well, and he is not as dedicated as I am, but he definitely felt the pain of climbing the mountainside this past week. I actually beat him up. It wasn't a competition, but it ended up like he just was like, "Oh, you're making like it's too bad." But I beat him up a mountain by 6 minutes, and he is an athlete, and he's like, "Crap, like what you've been doing is awesome." And I'm like, "Yep." Like, and to be very truthful, I was amazed at how prepared and how well and good I felt going up the mountain compared to how he was feeling and how other people who I could, like, you could see other people were struggling. So there is not a single doubt in my mind that these workouts are effective and they work. So, awesome. Do you want me to do pricing, Kayla? Do you want to?
You can go ahead if you want.
Okay. So here's just a little breakdown of pricing so you guys can get a little idea of what there is out there. To get into our boot camps, you need to purchase a program and nutrition bundle, and our bundles are a one-time fee. And for a basic nutrition bundle, fitness nutrition bundle, you can get that for $160, and that is, you get access to the Netflix of workouts and meal plans and recipes for an entire year, and you get access to every single one. And then you get 1 month of either that superfood micronutrient shake, or you can get the pre and post workout. And you only get a month of the shake or the pre and post workout. If you're like us and you're ready to go all in, which I highly recommend, jumping 100% in and doing the pre and post workout and the superfood shake, plus the whole year of workouts and meal plans and recipes for $220. It's a one-time cost, and you can see that there are like the savings if you buy it in that bundle is incredible. And when you break down just the first one, the 160, that's like $13 a month. And I know there are gyms that you can gain access to for $10 a month, but I'm telling you, to get everything that you get at your fingertips is incredible for $13 a month. And with that, you gain access also to our boot camps, and you can have access to our boot camps for the entire year until you have to renew. And we also can help you if you want to continue on the superfoods or the pre and post workout, which again, we're addicts. We drank the Kool-Aid, and it's once you feel the results, it's crazy that not to. But if you continue that, we can help you get that at a discount of 25% as a preferred customer. We can also, if it's something that interests you, we can also help you get set up and do what we do and help other people. If that is something that you're interested in and you feel the calling to inspire others, like, we are here to help you do that and do what we do. And that's it.
Yeah.
So any questions? Is there anything anyone wants to see on the PowerPoint anymore?
I'm good.
Okay.
There.
You can see me?
Yes.
So any questions from anyone or comments?
Gabe, was Shift Shop. What was the biggest difference with the meal plan compared to what we're doing right now?
So the meal plan, it is like a step process. So the meal plan that we're doing right now is very much like, it's the portion fix pretty much. And you start out your first week with basic portion fix, and then the next week you start pulling a purple and a yellow, and you increase your red and your greens. And what I'm saying, like, so for those of you who are listening, my plate, or the food, like some of you might be, we teach my plate now. My plate is what we use for our food groups, but we used to have the food pyramid. We break our foods down a little bit differently, but they're pretty much the same as my plate. So you're pulling a carbohydrate and a fruit, which is also full of carbohydrates, and you're adding in a protein and you're adding in a vegetable. So in the first meal plan, because I was in meal plan A, by the end you didn't have any carbohydrates your last week. So it was definitely like it was the depletion of carbohydrates that helps you, lose that weight. But it's definitely something that is not healthy to maintain 100% like every single week.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
And then also something I want to say, I know like some of us have different goals. Sam has goals of gaining muscle mass and gaining weight in her legs and her, she's shaping up. So she's adding another red into her diet already. She's adding more carbs into her diet, and that's something you just play around with and we can help you with too.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's a very good point, because not everyone wants to lose weight. A lot of people do want to add muscle mass to their body. And Shift Shop's a good one, I think. I think Lift 4 and Shift Shop are very good. And you don't, in the October boot camp, you don't have to do Lift 4. You don't have to do Shift Shop. We will sit down and go through the Netflix of workouts with you and, see what works best for you, which programs you like the best.
Like my mom, she's doing 21-day, she's doing 80-day obsession, but she may try out 21-day fix as well. And I've been telling her about Lift 4, and now she's interested in trying Lift 4. So she's been kind of playing around and seeing what she wants to do. And my aunt is doing the 21-day fix. So we have everyone from across all the workouts.
And I think it's nice to be able to jump around. So like when you possibly like sign up for a certain type of boot camp that's like a HIIT boot camp, if you do it and you decide you don't like the instructor, you decide you don't like the program that is being presented to you, you're stuck, or you're like out that money. Where in this situation, like there are instructors and trainers that I love, and there are instructor and trainers that I don't prefer. So you can finagle and decide which works best for you, and helps you meet your goals, which is nice. Our boot camp starts on Monday, so we're hoping that we get some brand new people into our boot camp. So we start Monday and we run a 21-day boot camp, and then we take a week off, and then we'll restart another 21-day boot camp. So we keep them running throughout the year, so there's always something for you to plan for. There's always something for you to recommit to every single month, which I think has been a great thing for us personally and for our clients, is having something to commit to monthly.
And if you're not on social media, there's an app that we use too. It's called Challenge Tracker app, and you can go on there and you can just check, hey, I did my workout. You can take a picture of your workout if you want. Check that I had my shake. Just share it with the group, and that we put all our daily motivation in there too. So I know I have a couple challengers that don't have Facebook. So, I mean, that's totally fine. And we make it work elsewhere. So, yeah. I don't know. That was a lot of information.
Yeah.
Caitlin, any questions? Sam,
Nope.
you good? Okay. Megan?
The only thing that I'm thinking of, because I had tried, this is a long time ago, but I tried Beachbody one time before. And the thing that I liked and didn't like, but like that I'm trying to adopt now, is like meal prep things and like grocery shopping and getting that down. Like I'm newlywed too, so like getting my husband on board with that kind of stuff. So I guess, what have you found to be the best practices for any of you who are doing this and do meal prep or do any type of like specific grocery shopping? I guess that's like, because I think for me, like I'm really interested in the nutrition part. Like also I have like rods in my back, so I actually really don't like HIIT.
That's okay. Well, and that's part of like, that's
yeah.
okay.
I mean, I can do like lift weights and stuff like that, but like I prefer standing ab workouts because crunches do not work for me. And like,
well, and I know this is totally not you're not in this position, but we have a coach who is actually, is she in her second or third trimester?
24 weeks, 25 weeks, maybe?
She's pregnant, and she is like the queen of standing abs because she doesn't do any of the ab work on the floor. And her like, I'm like, how did you, like, did you do research on that? But she is like killer. So we do have a great resource for like standing ab type stuff. And there's definitely workouts. But as far as nutrition, we have, I'd like to think that we have some people who are pretty killer at meal prep and meal planning. What I do this week was awful because I was on vacation, but I usually do try to do most of my meal prep on Sunday because it makes it possible for me to make it through the week and stick to my nutrition plan. I am not someone who I am okay eating the same thing over and over again, which it works for me. So I can meal prep like the same thing for lunch for 5 days, and it goes into the fridge. And it's not always like salads. I do a lot of quinoa. I do eggs. Today, what did I even have today? Oh, I had spaghetti squash, sausage from Shenley's Pig, and tomatoes and broccolini. So I meal prep all my lunches. As far as dinners go, because I'm cooking for my boyfriend and myself, or we share a lot of the cooking responsibilities, like we do. But our vegetables, I do a lot of like the prep work. I wash and I cut them and I put them in, like, wasteful as it might be, gallon Ziploc bags. So that way when I come home, I can just take the gallon Ziploc bag and flip it onto a baking sheet and throw it into the oven, and it bakes while I'm like getting stuff ready or doing something else. My proteins, a lot of the proteins I cook on Sunday, or I prep them. So there might be marinating or they're defrosted, because I have found if they're not defrosted, then I'm not going to make them. And I do a variation. So I don't know how your husband is as far as nutrition wise, but
he's on board with most things that I cook. He has things he doesn't like, but most of the time he's on board. But he's definitely not good at like he's not as good as I. Like I'm like you. I could have the same thing for lunch every day, but he's not like that. Yeah.
So we have also found like making like what we eat for dinner is what we eat for lunch. Once track season starts, I prep everything for lunch, and our dinners are like repeated, like 2 nights in a row we'll eat dinner, the same thing. But we sometimes do prep lunch or prep dinner, and that's our lunch the next day. So we make like 4 servings of it, which seems to work really well for us. But we also add variety, like if we did tacos. So I have like a taco salad, and he has like actual tacos, or he has like a burrito bowl, or he does burritos, or he does nachos. So we have found ways to make it work for us. So like we do chicken stir fry or chicken and beef and shrimp stir fry. And I do that with a lot of extra veggies and cauliflower rice. And he does it with regular rice and more meat. So we have found ways to like balance, not create 2 separate meals. That makes sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Really well for us. And I know you guys do a lot of meal prep too.
So yeah. I do all my meal with being in grad school, and I commute downtown from my house every day. So like even just I usually take lunch and dinner down with me, and I'm someone I can't like eat lunch and dinner the same thing or anything, but I try to I pick out what I want for the week before I even go to the store. So I like to get a recipe. I figure out how many servings it's going to make, whether I find it on Pinterest. I recently got an Instapot this year, so I've been trying some new Instapot meals and a recipe book my mom got me. So whether it's a recipe book, a lot of people share recipes within the Bootcamp site, which is really nice, so I'll try those. Or I just go on Pinterest or something. I get my recipes, I make my grocery list, and I stick to that grocery list, which really helps me when I go to the store, because then I know I have everything I need. So I like finding out what I'm going to eat throughout the week before I even go, and then I get everything there. And I'll usually make even like sometimes 3 different meals. So that way I can switch it up and I'm not eating lunch the same time or same thing every day. And it also, I mean, me being a grad student, it helps with my money saving a little bit too. If I have a plan and I stick with what I want to get for that week and I'm not like getting a bunch of extra stuff I don't need. So I think even like I'm only cooking for myself, but just thinking like if you kind of get like a recipe idea of something that you both would want, so that way you kind of have an idea of what you're going to have throughout the week and kind of make an agreement on what you could eat together. And then that might help with doing the more meal prepping, if like especially deciding on the recipes together too. So
Yeah, we just tried that on Sunday. So far so good, but he hasn't been here all week, so it's been working really well for me. I've been keeping myself pretty accountable. Like sometimes I'll switch up what my snack is one day, like the next based on waking up on time, but it still like is either borrowed from the day, like a day later or whatever. But
yeah, that's the one thing I love about being part of the boot camps. Is like people are sharing recipes every single day, and they'll post pictures and the recipe and everything. And I've gotten quite a few of my ideas off of there now too, which is nice.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming, everybody. And we'll, we have this recorded. So if you, Sam, Kate, have anybody that is interested or wants to learn more, and I'm excited for Monday's boot camp.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get everybody back together.